can see in the headline below, the F15E Strike Eagles weapons system officer has been rescued. They were hiding up in a crevice up on a high ridge, and we had warthogs and Apaches and other weapons of destruction raining hell on anyone trying to get close to them. We did end up losing a couple of aircraft in the process of rescuing the person, and I've seen a lot of really bad responses as to, was it worth it? Like, it was just one person. Like, those two C-130s were worth a lot of money. Was it really worth it to lose them to rescue this one person? Duh. Of course it was. Duh. Like, was it an oopsie poopsie fucking putting down two C-130s onto fucking some sand? Yes, that was regrettable. Very regrettable. I'm not gonna lie, that was regrettable. But they won't do it again, I promise. They will not do it again. But they were recovered. The colonel is back safe. Some minor injuries, but they did manage to evade capture long enough. There was also reports that I saw of actual Iranian civilians blocking the path of the IRGC getting out there to try and capture the person. Brave. Not sure how much I recommend it, with as much as they're just killing people all the time over there. But man. But we do have a video to watch. Nux dropped the video. Hassan is mad our pilot was rescued, and I thought it'd be fun to watch. So that's what we're gonna do today real quick. But just one more time. Both members have been successfully rescued from the downed plane. We did lose another warthog during the operation. It was being used for suppression fire to protect the downed weapon system officer, and it did sustain damage. Now, there's been a lot of people talking about, well, I guess there wasn't air supremacy, huh? Like, no, they were shooting with fucking guns from the fucking ground, guys. Like, they still have rockets and stuff. Like, you guys see me playing on fucking Battlefield as a fucking weapon, as a fucking engineer with a fucking Stinger missile. Like, it locks the fuck on, you guys. Like, they work. They do, in fact, work, and they do have them. So, there is always a little bit of a risk. Luckily, we're able to get everybody back home and safe. Like I said, we did lose some stuff, but it wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. So, let's get into this video. Let's watch Hassan crash out, and then let's go play some Battlefield.
So for those of you that needed a brief catch-up, one of our jets was destroyed. It landed in Iran in enemy territory.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. But
we didn't know the whereabouts of the pilot. We didn't even know if he was alive, to be honest. Iranian state television, in the meantime, was, going on a gigantic manhunt for it.
Yeah, $60,000 as a reward, you guys. $60,000.
Right? All of the Iranian
That's how poor they are.
Television was calling for all the citizens of Iran. Capture the American pilot who reportedly crashed in Iran for a bounty reward of $60,000. Not a lot, but they're broke as fuck. So, that's the best they can do. These are sick fucks.
Sorry, this might be from the video I was listening this morning. I went out to Michigan this morning, so I had a lot of time on my hands.
All right, they wanted to capture this man and to torture him just because, they're terrorists and they capture and torture people a lot. It's actually one of their favorite things.
Happy late Easter
Remember,
to you
this is
too,
a regime that killed 40,000 of their own people, literally, 2 months ago. This is a regime that puts their own children into minefields to blow up the mines on the children so that the actual soldiers could march through the minefield and not be worried. Like, these are some sick fucks. So this was like their one
Yeah, they
thing,
do
all
that.
right? That they're out, they have no Navy, all right? They have no Air Force. They have no basically surface-to-air missiles. Like, these guys are absolutely cooked. We had a literal soldier in their territory. This was their only opportunity to do a thing. They did not do a thing.
They
thank
tried, they
God.
failed.
From President Donald J. Trump. We got him. My fellow Americans, over the past several hours, the United States military pulled off one of the most daring search and rescue operations in U.S. history for one of our incredible crew member officers, who also happens to be the highly respected colonel, who I am thrilled to let you know is now safe and sound. Thank God. This brave warrior was behind enemy lines in the treacherous mountains of Iran, being hunted down by our enemies who are getting closer and closer by the hour, but was never truly alone because his commander-in-chief, secretary of war, chairman, joint chiefs of staff, and fellow warfighters were monitoring his location 24 hours a day and diligently planning for his rescue. At my direction, the U.S. military sent dozens of
Thank you
aircraft.
for the follow,
This is incredible.
Ketchup.
Armed with the most lethal weapons in the world, bro. They whipped out the discombobulator to retrieve him. He sustained injuries, but he will be just fine. This miraculous search and rescue operation comes in addition to successful rescue of another brave pilot yesterday, which we did not confirm because we did not want to jeopardize our second rescue operation. This is the first time in military memory that 2 U.S. pilots, this is incredible, have been rescued separately deep in enemy territory. We will never leave an American warfighter behind. I'm about to show you Islamists crashing out being like, yeah, but you wasted so much money, it wasn't even worth his life. Like, they will never comprehend. They will never comprehend how much we would
Dumbest
sacrifice
fucking
to save
argument
lives.
on the planet.
We are actually just the best. It turns out. It turns out we are just better than them. Yeah, our civilization is better, our culture is better, and these motherfuckers, they are getting obliterated, and that's awesome, actually.
Yes, I do.
The fact that we were able to pull up both these operations without a single American killed or even wounded just proves once again that we have achieved overwhelming air dominant superiority over Iranian skies. This is also true. Like, aside from the fact that this is an obviously incredible maneuver, it also proves that we have completely dominated them. This is a moment that all Americans, Republicans, Democrats, and everyone else should be proud of and united around, but they're not, as I will show you. This is so fucking damning, it's crazy. We truly have the best, most professional, and lethal military in history of the world. God bless America, God bless our troops. Happy Easter to all. All right, so this is honestly incredible stuff. Fantastic tweet. Just a spirit-lifting moment, and honestly, a military miracle. Not only the fact that we have so successfully obliterated them that we were able to carry out this operation, and that we were able to do it without losing a single man, but it just goes to show that we are, in fact, just fucking better. We know why Allah had no problem letting Iran get obliterated, and Allah has helped us out here a lot. We know why all their prayers to Allah did not stop us from killing like 40 ayatollahs. All cultures are equal, says some mentally perverted Democrat. Says some like absolutely mind-raped gaytheist. That's just not true. We are up against a death cult that blows up its own people for any form of advantage militarily, and we are here willing to risk our lives to rescue our comrades. It's just truly unbelievable stuff. It really is. This is the stuff of legend, all right? And this really proves that we are on the right side of history, actually. All right, we have rescued the seriously wounded and really brave F-15 crew member officer from deep inside the mountains of Iran. The Iranian military was looking hard, big numbers, getting close. He's a highly respected colonel, but this type of raid is seldom attempted because of the danger of the man and equipment. It just doesn't happen. The second raid came after the first one. We rescued the pilot in broad daylight, also unusual. Spending 7 hours over Iran, an amazing show of bravery and talent by all. I will be having a news conference with the military in the Oval Office on Monday at 1 p.m. God bless our military warriors. President Donald J. Trump. This truly is an unprecedented event, and I am covering it because this is the way it needs to be covered. All right, I'm not just going to give you the facts on the ground in regards to the actual logistics, although I do that too. I really need to talk about the narrative here because we are fucking fighting demons. All right, so first and foremost, you have to see how it actually happened.
Judgment Day will say why I'm important, and it's probably lesbian guy. No, there is no such thing as a lesbian guy.
That is according to 2 senior U.S. officials and multiple well-placed sources in the region. The weapons systems officer, we're told, ejected along with the pilot when their F-15E Strike Eagle went down. They were flying and they were struck on Thursday night. There's been for the last 48 hours, there's been a manhunt for the weapons systems officer who
Okay.
used fear training, survival, evasion, resistance, and escape training to evade capture. He hid on an elevated ridge after hiking away from the wreckage and put out
What
an
a
emergency
legend.
beacon, but it took these last
The
2 days
GOAT.
for the rescue teams to actually
So am I. It
reach
just
him,
makes us straight, though,
because
Gunn.
there were so many Iranians trying to also reach him.
Obviously.
Iran had put out a reward for finding the American. I understand there was a massive firefight, as well as a number of aircraft that had to be destroyed.
A massive firefight, and we didn't lose a man. God is good. Oh,
Not
my
a
Lord.
single one.
We reported on Friday that 2 helicopters, as part
There's
of
a
the
lot of
rescue
crazy
efforts,
names
were
out here, Claudia.
hit, and some of the crew members on those rescue helicopters were injured. We also now know more details about the A-10 Warthog that crashed on Friday in Kuwait. It was part of the rescue mission. It was flying cover and firing suppressive cover to try and keep the crowds away, both from the wreckage as well as to protect the airman who was hiding in that, what we now know was an elevated ridge. But right now,
we were willing to risk all the equipment,
That is
millions
true,
of
Ketchup.
dollars, because none of that mattered. We had a life to save.
Yep.
Right? We had a fellow American to rescue. All right. Now, this is truly unbelievable. The rescued American's first transmission over radio after going down in Iran was "God is good," President Trump reveals. Right? So after crashing, his first message is "God is good." All right, ultimately, this really is a battle of good versus evil.
jeez.
You know, everyone, tries to come up with their little logistical reasonings as to why this war is actually bad. It wasn't an imminent threat. Whatever, yada, yada. I don't give a shit about
Are you going to name your son Horseradish?
your bullshit. The reality is this is very, very obviously good versus evil. Now, my justification for this is very simple. They have been trying to develop nukes. They have been trying to kill us. They've killed thousands of us that tried to assassinate Trump multiple times. These people needed to fucking die. And whether they were an imminent threat or weren't an imminent threat, I actually don't give a flying fuck. Right? This is, in my opinion, the poisoning of the waters that you see all over the place. Well, technically, the threat wasn't imminent. I don't give a fucking shit if the threat was imminent or not. The threat was inevitable. These people should be fucking obliterated while they're weak as balls. All right. Now, apparently, the breaking news was apparently civilians are reportedly flooding the streets to block the IRGC and
So fucking cool.
Basij convoys trying to capture the downed pilot. It seems like the actual Iranian people that hate the regime stood out there to slow down the actual Iranian terrorist, like the IRGC soldiers, from capturing him, which is
Incredibly fucking
now,
brave.
You'll notice this page doesn't exist. This page used to be an article from the Daily Mail, a British media outlet, and they deleted it because of how much backlash they got. It even got called out by Trump's Rapid Response 47 Twitter account, which responds to false information, calling them sick freaks. All right. This article, by the way, said, and I'm sure there are screenshots that floating around, I couldn't find any, but I remember it very clearly. It said that Donald Trump shouldn't have even tried to rescue this downed pilot because America could have lost so many more soldiers. So he shouldn't have even tried. Right? No lives were lost because American warfighters are the most powerful, lethal, precise fighting force ever known to man. God bless our heroes. Just a disgusting article after a rescue mission goes right. Basically saying, nope, should have let him die. Should have let him just get tortured over there. Wasn't worth the risk. Truly despicable shit. All right? And it's just getting exposed everywhere what the enemy's about. All right? Look at this. This is caches of equipment belonging to Hezbollah terrorists discovered by the IDF in a school. A school! Oh my God!
And you wonder why they bomb schools.
All follow the talking points. You know, everyone talks about how, an American missile on the first day bombed a girls' school and killed 140 children or whatever. People discuss that all the time. Now, my stance is, whether it happened or didn't happen, or was an American missile or an Iranian missile that misfired, the reality is, war sucks, casualties happen, collateral damage is inevitable, and it's not our fault for having this war. It's their fault for having this war. We're not trying to capture Iranian territory. We're not trying to expand our borders. These
Well, we may, in fact, just be taking an island. It might, in fact, be happening here in the next couple of days. We'll see. It's a possibility. We'll see. We might have us a new little little island with American flag on it here pretty soon. But, I mean, never know.
Fuckers forced our hand by being terrorists.
Or a couple. Or 3. We'll see. We're ambitious this year. 2026, guys. The Imperium of America is growing.
All right, now the real question is, why was there a girls' school directly attached to a Iranian military base? The little questions no one likes to ask. Well, it's really simple, actually. It's because they love having civilian casualties. They get to use them. They get to use them as their little propaganda tools. Oh, look at all these people killed. Wow, I'm so happy they died. I mean, it's such a tragedy that they were killed, right?
Yeah, conspiracy theory right here, you guys. You heard it here first. All those girls in that school, I think they might have already been dead. I think the regime might have killed them all, put them in that school, and then blew them up. Yep. That's my conspiracy theory. It's my tinfoil hat moment well, probably for the day. We'll see if I get another crazy one tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
This is literally the way they've done propaganda in Gaza. That's how they're doing propaganda here. These people don't value human life like we do.
No,
and it's been so obviously proven. All right? This is incredible.
Especially when it comes to fucking women. Like, it's so bad over there for women's rights. It's incredibly bad. That's why I don't have any problem, like, putting that out there as a conspiracy theory. Because I find the plausibility in it.
So it seems like in this rescue, where we rescued the pilot, U.S. forces destroyed the 2 left-behind C-130s that were used as a temporary forward operations base, so Iran couldn't salvage them. That's right. We did not leave.
Yeah, they got stuck in the dirt. Sand. Little too heavy for that ground. Oops. Oops.
Leave anything behind. We obliterated those fuckers, and this is truly incredible. I love seeing these tweets. All right, lose all this to rescue 1 pilot and call it a military success?
Fuck yeah, abso-fucking-lutely. Sure fucking was. That 1 pilot is still alive to fly another plane. We got lots of planes. We've only got so many pilots.
Oh my.
It's also like, you know, a pilot, a person, a member of our armed service. Like, they get a, like, I think it's all branches, not entirely certain, because there are some Navy, like the USS Arizona, they left the sailors entombed at Pearl Harbor instead of pulling them out. So, like, in that sense, they did not, in fact, not leave anyone behind. But they are still on American soil at the same time, so. Tomato, tomato. Tomato, tomato. But, yeah, no. Even if the pilot was confirmed already dead, like, you still go get him. It's not even a question. Like, this person is retarded. You don't even question it. Of course you go and get him.
Fucking God. This is why you will never, ever understand us. This is why a piece of paper doesn't make you an American. All right? Because the reality is, when I saw our losses to rescue that man, I thought immediately, thank God he's safe. That was my first thought. This guy's first thought is, well, look at all the weapons that you lost. Look at all the millions of dollars of equipment that was wasted. You absolute troglodyte. All right? This is why. This is why we're better.
Trust me, it sucks. Like, I would love to still have both those C-130s and the fucking Warthog. But had to.
This is why we're better. Sorry, it fucking sucks to be you, I guess, but this is honestly incredible. I love seeing these tweets. These tweets completely and utterly, without a shadow of a doubt, prove to me that we are better, we are on the right side of history, and our civilization is worth fighting for. Because literally, a piece of paper doesn't make you an American, because this is your ideology, and this will never fucking change. The left is crying about Trump losing equipment, saving an American. Here's a video of the Taliban having a military parade with billions of U.S. military equipment left behind by Biden's Afghanistan withdrawal, and they didn't care.
I don't want to watch this. This is just going to make me angry. I was so pissed when this happened, man. $4 billion worth of equipment. They have more equipment than the Australian fucking government. The Afghanistan Taliban, they have a stronger helicopter division than the Australian Air Force. After this happened. What, you start rewatching this time?
I remember this. This was a nightmare, and the left didn't care at all. Oh, but Trump lost millions of dollars of equipment rescuing a human being that put his life on the line for our country. Holy shit, you are subhuman. This is unreal. And honestly, former CENTCOM commander dropped an absolute bar on CBS.
It's under 48 hours to find the missing weapons systems officer after the jet they were in went down in a remote and mountainous area of southwestern Iran. The weapons officer was hiding in a mountainous crevice, we're told by a senior administration official. What's your assessment of how the search and rescue operation went?
So
your assessment? We saved his life.
First of all, the excellence of the joint force,
our
ability to rapidly pivot to look for a downed air crewman. We train for this endlessly. It's a part of every time we send air crew over enemy territory. We have detailed, elaborate plans to go get them. It's a very basic part of who we are as American fighting men and women.
That's who we are.
That plan swung into action. I think it was executed pretty effectively.
That's right.
As always, you've got somebody on the ground, maybe injured. They got to get to a position where they can hide until you can get to them. All that seemed to work out very well. And you know, we did in fact lose a couple of aircraft in that mission. But I would just tell you, it takes a year to build an aircraft. It takes 200 years to build a military tradition where you don't leave anybody behind.
That is an absolute bar. It takes a year to build an aircraft. It takes 200 years of history to build a tradition where you leave.
I'll tell you right now, it doesn't take a year to build an aircraft. They building them a lot faster than 1 year, guys.
Leave no man behind. Just beautiful stuff. Honestly, I'm so proud of our country. All right, so Hassan tweeted this and then immediately deleted it. Perfect from a terrorist supporter, right?
Here we go.
So this is
here's the good
tweet
stuff
from some Arabic Al Jazeera outlet. Urgent, Tasnim agency citing an Iranian military source. In other words, a retard citing a retard liar. All right, U.S. forces are bombing areas where the missing pilot may be located in the southwest of the country, and Hassan says Hannibal Directive. Hannibal Directive, for those of you unaware, is a directive basically never used, where basically you're allowed to destroy or kill your own fellow soldiers to prevent them from getting captured. So Hassan is basically making...
It's something that you will see used by North Korea and probably China and probably Russia. Yeah, that's about it. Basically, it's like watching the Lord of the Rings. I don't know, have you seen the Two Towers yet? If not, don't pay attention for a minute. But like, you know, like when they're in the keep and they give the... Yeah, well, stop paying attention for a second. When they're in the keep, they give the girl the knife, and in case they come in, don't let them take any. Like, that's the point. That's the point of this, is what they're saying. But that's not what they were doing. They were laying down cover fire to keep bad people away from the pilot.
It seemed like because he believes the Tasnim agency, he believes Al Jazeera citing the Tasnim agency citing an Iranian military source an anonymous military source that we are trying to kill our own soldier to prevent him from being taken captive. All right, now this is honestly despicable shit. And of course, Hassan deleted it because it's the most despicable fucking shit in the universe. Obviously, Hassan would think like that. I don't think a single American thought this way. To be clear, I don't think a single...
That's dirty, Average.
American was like, holy shit, we need to kill that guy immediately. I really don't think that even crossed anyone's mind. All right, so this is drop site news. This is Hassan Piker's major news.
You don't allow your allies to be taken captive. Like, you've seen that in movies before where, like, where they're spies and they're going in as a team and, like, don't allow me to be taken alive. Like, that kind of thing. But that's not what they were doing. They were laying down cover fire and suppression fire to keep the IRGC warfighters away from the pilot.
News source. All right, this is funded by George Soros, run by Islamists. For those of you unaware, all right, Iranian state-linked Tasnim News, citing a military source, claims U.S. forces bombing areas southwest Iran. This is what Hassan Piker just retweeted. Joe Kent also retweeted it. All right, literally, I am so fucking justified here. My vindication will be spoken of for generations. Joe Kent tweeted, praying for the rescue of our downed pilot and the safe return of our special operations, going in and getting it back. USAFP and air Qs are top notch. Right, so this is him retweeting Iran state propaganda, talking about how the United States military is trying to kill our own soldier on the ground. This is Joe Kent, former counterterrorism official, the guy who left in disgrace, screaming about how Trump is getting us all to die in some endless war in Iran. This guy is fucking evil. Holy shit, this is crazy. Hassan Piker and Joe Kent retweeting the same Iranian state propaganda, which
I think he's sitting out in his car again, so that could be part of the problem. Like, he's doing a bunch of stuff for Easter and everything because he's very religious and Jewish, so whatever stuff they do for... No, they don't do anything for Easter, right? They don't believe in the whole Jesus thing, right? So it's something else. They're doing something else. But it correlates. It's all correlated. It's correlated. But, yeah, no, so, but if you haven't noticed, I definitely have. His avatar is freezing up real bad.
At this point, he's completely proven to be false. Not that he's ever corrected it or deleted it or anything. Even Hassan had the decency to delete his tweet. Joe Kent left his...
And now you guys are going to notice it for the rest of the fucking video. Haha.
Up. This is insane. All right, now every Democrat in Congress, and sadly, many others on this very site X, wanted the rescue mission to fail, dozens of military service members to die. Also, they could say, I told you so. Which is unbelievably true. And a lot of people have noticed it. All right, I'm going to take the day off the internet. I'm very upset that he hasn't been captured. Well, cry about it, fucker. All right, sorry, cry about it. Sorry, the F-35 pilot survived, fucker. That's right. That's right. Really sucks to be you, absolute fucking bitch. Couldn't even capture one downed pilot, and you're claiming you're winning the war? Oh, my God. Unbelievable levels of cope. The left found a way to be mad about an American pilot being rescued. It's just completely true. I was scrolling through Twitter, just looking at Americans, so-called Americans, crying that the soldier was rescued. Truly heartbreaking stuff. This guy, this is an America First content creator, okay? Praying Iran found him. What? What? This is unbelievable. Everyone please pray for our pilot. He must be found. Praying Iran found him. Like, I get you're an America First guy.
And 0 hour with fucking out here doing the Lord's work, man. 0 hour is fucking amazing. I love that guy. If you don't follow him, you definitely need to. Go over on X and follow 0 hour. At 0 hour 1. It's real easy. He's fantastic. Fantastic.
And you hate Trump because you disagree with the fact that we went to war, but this is some evil fucking shit. Oh my God. All right. We got our guy, and your room temp IQ inbred goat shagging cousins got
Pub is great too.
Got obliterated. That's right. That's right. We got them, boys. We got them, boys. Sorry. Yeah, anyway, you got the idea. Completely dancing on your fucking asses. All right, IRGC channel's in shock right now. Yes,
like
we literally had a down pilot in their territory. We went on the ground. We got him out. Didn't lose a single man. Truly incredible stuff. And a lot of people are starting to notice this sentiment. I'm seeing thousands of Americans on my timeline and X today rooting against America, hoping Trump is dead, rooting against the rescue of an American pilot. Where do we go from here? That's a really good question, because these people are not our allies. These people hate us. These people hate America. These people want us to die. And then you see, like, you know, show me one person rooting against the pilot rescue, you godforsaken liar. Well, here's one. All right, I just showed that one to you. But, like, it's so obvious, actually. It's insane. It's insane watching this happen, watching this unfurl in front of us. Like, the mask just slip off. How could you be like this? Now, you'll notice B is hoping Trump is dead, because while there was this gigantic operation going on to extract this pilot from enemy territory, Trump obviously told the press, yo, get out of the White House. I don't want to talk to you. We're working on something. And the crazy thing is, because he said that, everyone started immediately pushing a lie that he's dead.
And I didn't even know about the whole pushing the lie thing. I just saw, I think it was Nick Sorter. He just posted something up, like, there was a Marine posted outside of the West Wing, and the Marines only posted there when the president is inside the West Wing. Like, it's the most easily debunked shit on the planet.
Trump has not been seen publicly since his primetime speech on Wednesday, 72 hours and counting, despite the fact that he has left D.C. Oh my God, he's dead. Oh my God, he's dead, guys. Oh my God, he's dead. The Rapid Response 47 says, no, you're just a sick freak, Aaron. He was commanding one of the most daring rescue operations in modern history, executed with the precise force that only our great American military to deliver. All right, and the truth is, this was a gigantic psyop. Look at all of these tweets from prominent left-wing accounts. Breaking, speculation is rising that Donald Trump's fucking dead. Many speculating Trump...
And this right here is why I have almost all of these fuckers blocked. I don't even hear it anymore. Like, I'm just so sick of fucking hearing it. The fucking Krasensteins were the first to go. Joe's definitely gone, that fucking dumb whore. Brian Allen, fucking... he's definitely gay. Brooklyn dad. Yeah, right. Wouldn't want you anywhere near kids, you fucking freak.
Trump died. You know, breaking reports claim Trump dead. All right, well, Trump is at the Walter Reed Medical Center. The White House issued a lid. Oh my God, he's dead. All right, this is like all of them. These are just large accounts, mostly left wing, just pushing the same fucking lie. Every single one of them. Right, and while they were all lying about Trump being dead, all right, we literally had Trump working all day on a critical mission to rescue an American pilot. But that was downed in enemy territory. This is unreal. Now, apparently, 2 Israeli commando units, the Sayeret Matkal and Unit 5101 Shaldag, participated in the rescue of the American pilot near Isfahan, according to the latest reports. There was actually Israeli boots on the ground to rescue our pilot. All right? While France is allying...
The Shaldang is an Israeli Air Force Special Forces unit trained for clandestine operations, reconnaissance, and combat search and rescue missions behind enemy lines. Specially trained unit out of Israel. Just for this occasion. Thanks, guys. And this is why I don't mind sending them money. Okay? Okay. Glad we had this TED Talk.
With Russia and China, all right, to, you know, condemn our actions and keep the Strait of Hormuz under Iranian control, we got...
Also, the other one, the Sayeret Matkal, sorry if I did not say that right, is the IDF's elite general purpose commando unit with deep penetration and hostage rescue capabilities. So, 2 extremely elite units.
Actual Israeli boots on the ground rescuing our soldiers. Honestly, unbelievable. Even Netanyahu said something positive for the first time in his life. And he released this.
Congratulations, President Trump. All Israelis rejoice in the incredible rescue of a brave American pilot by America's dauntless warriors. This proves that when free societies muster their courage and their resolve, they can confront seemingly insurmountable odds and overcome the forces of darkness and terror. This rescue operation reinforces
even 100,000 to 1 ain't zero.
Is a sacred principle. No one is left behind. This is a shared value demonstrated time and time again in the history of both our countries. As a nation that repeatedly carried out daring rescue operations, and as someone who was wounded in such a mission and lost a brother in the Entebbe rescue, Israelis and I, we know what a bold decision you took. President Trump.
Yep. You don't take it lightly. You don't take these decisions lightly. You know, this could have been a disaster, but, you know, you do what's best.
Once again, your decisive leadership brought another great victory to America. I salute you. We all do.
Well, we don't all do, apparently. Apparently, France and Spain is condemning us and shit, calling it a war crime to violate the sovereignty.
They can suck a dirty penis.
Sovereignty of Iran by rescuing our soldier. Like absolute gigacucks. It's unreal. Now, apparently, there's a recent survey revealing a strong right-wing shift among the young Israeli voters. Netanyahu leading as the preferred prime ministerial candidate.
They're gonna re-elect him again. That's gonna be great.
In fact, I think that the younger Israeli generation would vote for someone even more right-wing than Netanyahu, I'm not going to lie.
That's scary.
And, of course, Mehdi Hassan, all right, he claims to be an American, even though he would have absolutely let that pilot die. He would have probably strapped him with an explosive vest, maybe take out some enemies with him. And if you think that's just me being Islamophobic or anything, no, they preach it themselves. All right, in most countries, young voters are more liberal and progressive than their elders. In Israel, it's the reverse. It's the reverse, yeah. They live next to Palestinians. Fuck you, bro. Yes. When you're surrounded by Islamic terrorists, you become more right-wing, and you're like, holy shit, we actually shouldn't let them rape us. No. What? Again, the fucking leptoid mind can't wrap their mind around it. It's crazy.
It is pretty funny, though.
One of the funniest parts of this entire event is watching Arab media shitting all over Iran. All right, so this is an Arabic account. This is translated from Arabic. What happened in the rescue operation for the American pilots whose plane crashed in Iranian territory is a military scandal. By all measures, a military humiliation for the arrogant mullah regime. It actually reveals the accuracy of Prince Turki Al Faisal's description years ago that Iran is a paper tiger, a stuttering media speech and propagandistic bluster from politically and military deranged leadership, psychologically shaken from shock. Twice in a row, less than a week, an enemy military landing operation takes place on your soil, among your own people, right in the face of your forces, and have only succeeded in oppressing their poor people. American forces comb through Iranian land, killing any Iranian soldier who approaches the injured pilot's landing zones, scattering the bodies of your officers and soldiers by the dozens over the mountaintops, and securing their pilots, safely transporting them out of Iran. The rescue forces returning without a single injury among them. This is called military humiliation. This is a farce, by God. Oh,
Allah has left the building, you guys.
Oh my God. So we got the Arab countries shitting all over.
They're not even saying Allah anymore. They're just going with God.
Iran for being absolutely humiliated here. All right, because I think a lot of the third world was like...
I'm sure it's just it's because of the translation, but I don't care. I'm going with it.
Actually buying the Iranian propaganda. You know, Iranian propaganda was like, we have humiliated you once again, Donald. We have blown up the secret magic flying castle on top.
All 17 times they sunk the USS Abraham Lincoln.
On top of your palace, and we have collapsed it. We've destroyed the flotation device of the labyrinth of darkness.
Don't forget that time that they also, what did they do? What did they say they did? Oh, man. They did so many things with AI, man. It's hard to remember them all. Because they sunk the Abraham Lincoln like 17 times. What else did they do? Like, didn't they, like, firebomb the Gerald R. Ford, too, supposedly, with their AI stuff? That was cute.
And then, you know, the whole fucking third world is, you know, eating that shit up, being like, oh my God, Iran is so cool for all of that. Iran killed 40 bajillion Americans. Did you not hear the news?
Yeah, they have 155 American service members held captive right now.
All of Americans' ships were sunk. You know, they're just buying this because of the AI slop videos. But we managed to rescue this pilot on their soil without losing a single man, and the narratives are crumbling. Right?
They're downing our B-2 bombers that are at weird sizes for some weird fucking reason. It's fucking weird. Weird.
You got Arab accounts just losing their mind, humiliated to have ever believed the lies of the Iranian regime. Thank God this man is safe. This hero is safe. And thank God we live in a culture so beautiful that we took the risk to actually save him. God is great.
Yes, sir. God is pretty good. Even though I don't really believe in... Well, I mean, I guess I do. Just don't believe in this to the same... No, it wouldn't be degree. It's... How would I describe that? That's a conundrum. I have to think about that. Yeah. Because I consider myself a deist, so, like, I do believe in God. Well, in a God, or many gods. There could be many gods, I'm not sure. I haven't met him, so I don't know. There could be one, there could be 75. Who the fuck knows? Alright, that's it. Bye.